Hello everyone, my name is Fire Ayuma and I'm excited for this interview today. I will be discussing visualization, several roles in visual and Active Directory. Three important topics in modern IT environment. Firstly, I will begin with the definition of visual machine. Visual machine is a complete computer system created using software instead of physical hardware or hardware. And it has four main components. The first component I will discuss will be visual hardware. As we all know what is hardware is. But for this case in visual machine is different. Visual machine in hardware include the CPU, the visual RAM, the visual storage, and a visual network adapter. These visuals these visual components behave like a real hardware. But they are stimulated by visualization software. The second component is the hypervisor. The hypervisor is a layer-like technology that allows visualization to work. The hypervisor creates and manages VMS and some system resources like the CPU and memory. Example of hypervisor is the Hyper-V or the VM hardware, the EXXR, and the VisualBox. The third components may include the guest operating system, as we all know what we call the operating system. This is the operating system installed inside the VM, such as a Windows Server, Windows 11, or Linux. So, as it is installed in the system, it behaves just like it could be a physical machine. So, the last component here is the VM file. As we all know what is file is. We use file to store information, to store data. So, as for the VM, these files store the VM visual hard drive. So we have something that we refer to as the hard drive or the computer memory. So the visual file serves as the memory, and it also configures settings and snapshots for recovery, just in case if anything a disaster in one of you. So the snapshot. Now, in a business setting, visualization is extremely valuable. It is valuable because it helps save money. Company can run multiple visual machines or a server on one physical machine instead of buying many separate servers. It improves security. Our data and whatever can be saved. Company data can be saved. Because each VM is isolated. They are not together. They are not clustered together. So if there anything, a fire disaster and whatever, there will be no damages or follow damages that will bring the company down. It supports testing environment. It also supports testing environment. where company can safely test software updates before putting them into production. It provides strong disaster recovery, as I was saying, because VM can be backed up or restored quickly. For example, a business might run a dummy controller, a file saver, or a web server, all on one physical server using virtual machines. This reduces costs. It increases flexibility. As we all know, in computer server, several roles and several features are different purposes. Several roles defines the main job or primary purposes or purpose of server. Example include Active Directory domains services, the DNS services, and the DHCP server, file and storage services. These are major services that clients depend on across the internet. A server feature, on the other hand, is a smaller toolbox or tools or capability that supports the role or enhances server functionalities. For example, NET framework, group policy management, Telnet client, failover clustering. To determine which roles and feature a server needs, you start by understanding the purpose of that server. If the server will manage identity and login, you install the AD domain services role. If it's for assigning IP addresses automatically, you choose the DHCP role. Features are added depending on what the role requires or what extra functionality administrators need. So, as the interview goes on, I will quickly like to talk about the Active Directory or AD. It's the central directorate service used in Windows domains. Its primary purpose is to organize and manage user, computers, group, and other network resources in one central structure. Active Directory makes it easy for administrators to create user accounts. It also makes it easy for administrators to assign permissions. Active Directory make it easy for administrators to enforce security policies. It organizes computers into organizational units. It also authenticates login. For example, if a company has 500 employees, Active Directory or AD allows all users to log in with one username and one password. No matter which computer they use. A common task performed in Active Directory is creating a new user account. For instance, if a new employee joins the company, I can go into Active Directory users and computers, create the account, assign them to the correct groups, and give them permission to access share folder or printers. Overall, Active Directory helps keep the entire network organized, secure, and easy to manage. In my closing statement, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to my teachers and graders that take their busy schedule to help us learn. And indeed, I have achieved a lot of knowledge from this course. So, as I said earlier, visualization several roles and features in Active Directory are essential in modern IT system. Understanding these tools help businesses save money, improve security, and manage their resources efficiently. I appreciate the opportunity to share this information. Thank you all for watching.